Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of this Ringside Headshot Teardrop Style Heavy Bag. So stay tuned. All right guys, so we're gonna do a quick close-up of this Ringside Headshot Heavy Bag, and we'll do the full review here in a second. But to give you guys a quick close-up and some specs, this is an 18 by 18 inch heavy bag, a teardrop style, or if you want to call it like a wrecking ball, there's a couple of names for it: teardrop, wrecking ball, headhunter bag. There's several terms for this bag, but it's 18 by 18 inches in diameter. It is made in Pakistan, and it uses this material called power hide, which is basically just a fancy word for synthetic leather. Everything that was included is from this carabiner on down. So this carabiner right here, this swivel joint, and the actual chain with the 4 interlocking parts onto the nylon straps was all included with this bag, which was $139. From Ringside. You can also get it on Amazon. It does include free shipping, just depending where you get it from. You can see the laces they use up top here to kind of lace everything in for the filling of the bag. A really simple looking bag. It just comes in this solid black color with the Ringside logo on the front. And you can see it has some pretty decent craftsmanship. You can see the stitching on the side here. But the main purpose of this bag, which I really love, is that you can use it primarily for hooks, uppercuts, and because it's not super heavy like a standard heavy bag, once it starts to swing, you can actually use it for defensive moves. Like you can duck underneath it, you can bob and weave, you can slip. So it's nice in the fact that it's a little bit more mobile and it can swing, but you can still land some nice hard power shots on it. The actual consistency of it, although it's firm, when you hit this, you get kind of a sensation that your punch is kind of sinking into the bag. So it's not a super stiff bag like my nozzle over here. I'm sure you guys have seen the video on this where it's a lot denser and it takes a little bit more breaking in. With this bag, it has a little bit softer feel to it, and I believe the inside they use is old ripped up torn clothing and rags, and combine that with some packs of sand to add weight to it. You're not going to get 65 pounds of weight in just clothing unless it's super dense clothing, so they actually had to add some sand filler just in order to give it the weight. That way it's not super light and just swings freely. So you can see there, it's a pretty cool looking bag, great for uppercuts and hooks. And let's go ahead and do it. Hey, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this Ringside Headshot. Hey, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this Ringside Headshot Teardrop Style. Hey, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this Ringside Headshot Heavy Bag. This is a teardrop style bag, meaning that it has kind of this bulb rounded off shape that's really ideal for uppercuts and hooks, power shots. You can obviously use your jabs or really any variety of punches you want to, but the main difference between this and your standard cylindrical style heavy bag like the nozzle one I did a review on a little while back is the shape obviously, and the different variety of punches you can use on it. The bag dimensions are 18 by 18 for the diameter, 65 pounds for the weight. This bag is made in Pakistan, and it includes the 4 metal chains that connect to the metal D-rings to the nylon straps that are stitched onto the bag. And then it also has a pivot piece right here, as well as a carabiner that attaches. So they include everything pretty much that you need to hang this bag up. It is filled with torn up clothes and rags and weighted down with sand to give it its weight. And you can see it's pretty much simple in design. It's an all black bag with just the Ringside logo printed on the front. Quality wise, it's actually pretty nice. It uses this material called power hide, again, which is a fancy term for synthetic leather. So it's kind of just a standard vinyl type casing. I actually had this same type of bag at my gym back like 8 or 9 years ago. They had this exact same bag and it lasted several years, 5 or 6 years, and that's with multiple people training on it at the gym. So it actually lasted quite a long time, and I really like this bag. I wouldn't say more than a heavy bag. I just like that it's a supplement to it. It's almost like you're better off having both styles. You can have your standard cylindrical heavy bag and you can have this one. The main reason obviously is because you're really able to sink some good shots in with this with hooks and uppercuts. So you can really do a lot of good work. Uppercuts and hooks. I mean, you can hit it with straight punches, no problem. The consistency of it is firm but forgiving. It's not as stiff as that 135-pound nozzle bag, but it doesn't sink in as much as that polyform water buoy I did a review on, because that's filled with water. So when you hit the water buoy or an aqua bag, your punches sink in a little bit more. It feels like your punch, it's almost like your punch is getting swallowed by the bag. Where with this, you get a little bit of a sinking feeling, but you get a little bit of a bounciness to it like a standard heavy bag because of the clothing. So you're kind of like in between an aqua bag and a standard heavy bag in terms of the way it feels. So it's not super stiff. And the good thing about that is if you have hands that you've had, hand injuries, and you don't want something too rock hard, there's, those heavy bags, you hit it and it feels like you're hitting a concrete wall. This definitely doesn't feel like that. You feel like you can really get some good power into it without doing damage to your knuckles. I'm actually using these Guerrero gloves, and I have no hand wraps on when I use these, and I get excellent work in with this bag. The other great thing about this bag is that it only weighs 65 pounds. So it has a good enough weight to it to where you can still put some really good hard power shots into it, but it's also mobile enough to where once you get it swinging, you can work on your footwork and just your movement and your defense a little bit. You can duck, you can bob and weave with it, and I really like that component of this bag a lot, is that you can really get underneath the bag, and depending on the height of the bag, you can really work it. It's almost like to the best of both worlds. You have like a heavy bag and you combine that with the maze bag, which is kind of like a slip bag, and it gave birth to this bag. So essentially it's kind of like a maze bag and a heavy bag combined, which is awesome. So you're gonna get a little bit of both, best of the both worlds when it comes to that. So overall, I really like this bag a lot. I think it's an excellent supplement to my standard heavy bag at $139. If you can get it with free shipping, definitely well worth it. I've been using it for almost 2 weeks now, and pretty much every day or almost every other day I've been using this bag, and it's held up really well. I don't find that it has any like flat spots or hard spots or soft spots, which is really nice. You can literally hit it almost center at the bottom right here, and there's no settling. So when you hit down here, it feels the same as if you hit up here. And a lot of times consistency is hard to find with some heavy bags or just punching bags in general. So the fact that you can really hit it really anywhere on the bag itself and it feels pretty much the same is awesome. And that really goes towards those of you that are into maybe Muay Thai or kickboxing and you're using this to do knees. Forgive my knee form. I don't do any kickboxing, so I'm probably doing it wrong. But I'd imagine if you're using your knees and you're striking with your knees, you want that same consistency that you would feel with your punches. And the last thing you want is to be able to punch nicely up here. And then when you go for a knee, it feels like you're kneeing a concrete block. So definitely nice with consistency all around the bag in terms of padding. So again, $139, 18 by 18 dimensions. You can kind of see dimension wise how it looks to me. I'm about 5'8", 150 pounds right now. And so you can kind of see dimensions wise how it looks compared to my body size, and how it works. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found it informative. If you guys have any questions or comments, again, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find this ringside bag. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.